Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLM, so that's anti-multi-level marketing, life, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content, so of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. I'm going to be reacting to a Younique rep today. She is a very high-ranking Younique Presenter. So if any of you know who this person is, please do not put her name in the comment section below. If you do that, I will delete your comment. Along with, if you do know her, don't send her any hate. That is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to just kind of analyze what she's saying and what the top single-digit percentage of people within these MLM companies such as Younique are telling their team, their downline, etc. Before we do proceed though, I wanted to wish everyone a very, very happy new year. This is going to be the last video of 2020. I can't believe that 2020 has come and gone as fast as it has. I'm sure a lot of people are ready to see what the new year holds for us. Hopefully it's better than 2020 was for most people. And yeah, I just wish you and your family and your friends a very happy new year, including any of the people that come here to leave me nasty comments. I wish you a very happy new year as well, and I hope that everyone enjoyed their holiday season. But without further ado, let me scooch over a little bit and let's react to this video.
Sponsoring and your business. Asked me, she kind of prepped me with what y'all were doing, and man, I'll tell y'all, I opened up a brick and mortar business, okay? I'm sure some of y'all have seen that. We did that, golly, more at the beginning of the year, okay? There is absolutely, and even my husband says this, there is absolutely nothing in the world comparable, beatable to network marketing, and especially to our company. Opening a brick and mortar really, because you got to think, I have not been at any kind of job since 7 years ago. Now, granted, our brick and mortar, our family and our close friends pretty much run a lot of the show, okay? I do a lot of back work, the making things happen, but even with that, even with us not having to be up there very much, it just made me appreciate what our business does, okay? If you were a car salesman, you sell that car one time and you get a commission on it. One time. You're paid one time on it. And then it's gone, okay? And then you're not paid from that person again unless, 5-10 years down the road, they want another car and they happen to remember you and they happen to come back, okay? Even in my brick and mortar business, people come in and I get paid, outside of the overhead and all the things that go along with it, we get paid, and then I don't get paid again on them unless they decide to come back, okay? Network marketing, what you have, you get paid over and over and over for an action done one time. An action done one time, you're paid over and over and over. And I think it was Warren Buffett that I saw this quote, and it said, learn to be paid, or I don't know if I said learned. I'm probably butchering this, but it was like, find a way to get paid while you sleep or die broke. And to be honest, most people die broke. Now, I get it. A lot of people, maybe you're like, well, they don't die broke. I mean, they have cars and houses and whatever, but ratio to debt and assets, the general population dies broke, okay? So
Pausing it there because the quote that this rep is referring to, it is by Warren Buffett, but it is, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So it doesn't mean that you're going to die broke or anything like that. Unfortunately, for some people, they will have to work past their retirement and even up until their very last days on this earth, depending on their situation. And that situation can look very different for many people. I do understand where Warren Buffett was going with this quote, but at the same time, we do have to face the reality that there are people who are less fortunate than others. For some, it is a choice to work until the day they die, but for others, they really have no choice. However, an MLM is not the answer. It is not the way to get out of debt. As for the brick and mortar business that she was talking about, yes, she is correct in the sense of if someone walks into your physical store location, they might be a one-time customer. They might not be a repeat customer. That is true. We have that in our businesses as well. We might have someone that comes in one time and that's it. And that's fine. That's to be expected. You're not going, every customer that walks into your door, every customer that orders from you is not going to be a repeat customer. But then to compare that to something of network marketing or multi-level marketing, she's almost making it sound as though network marketing and multi-level marketing is better in the sense of having repeat customers as opposed to a one-time customer. But it doesn't work that way. From personal experience and from the experience of people that I have spoken to in the past, there are plenty of times where you have a customer or client, whatever, that you sign up to purchase products, or even someone who you recruit to be a discount buyer or a discount coach. They're not going to reorder. They will order one time and that's it. I cannot tell you how many times I had in Beachbody, for example, when I had these challenge groups and I had people order challenge packs. They only ordered it that one time. They never reordered Shakeology again. They never joined any more of my challenge groups. What I'm trying to say is that the network marketing and the multi-level marketing industry are not immune to having one-time customers. You're going to have one-time customers and you may have repeat customers. It is a possibility, but both of those things will happen within an MLM.
So, or working their butt off for a very small scale. So with what we have, you can go and enroll someone. Now, half, maybe 75% of people are not going to do anything like you are, okay? They're going to do, they might just be a discount buyer, okay? But then you will have people that decide they see the same vision. And maybe it takes them seeing a video and being like, oh, okay. Oh, I can make money while I sleep. And a lot of you that have teams, you know that. Like you enroll someone, and I get, like I'm saying, one-time action. Yes, you still have to train them and whatever. But generally speaking, the training and stuff is provided for them. You really shouldn't have to be doing it all. You shouldn't. And if you are like hand-holding every single person, I would urge you to reevaluate what you're doing. Because likely in their head, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I have to be at everyone's beck and call. Like, this is kind of crazy because my sponsor, literally, I message her and she just gives it all to me. And, oh man, I'm not going to build a team if that's what it's like. Okay, so remember that too, okay? So generally speaking, when I enroll people, I don't like spend a ton of time with them, okay? They either get to do what they want with the business, whether that's a little or a lot. They have the team pages, the units. I'm there to guide them to where things are. I'm there to help them with some questions, yes, but I do a lot more directing than hand-holding, okay? Like, ask me a question, I'm going to tell you where I find it, okay? So you get paid over and over and over for an action, typically that you have done one time, okay? You get to be paid in your sleep for building a team, okay? Y'all, and I know I hear this all the time, and I have a video on this, so I won't go too much in depth, but I'll hear it all the time. Well, if I enroll, because y'all know, our team now is, I don't know, at one point or another, the back office number isn't completely correct because it shows lifetime people enrolled, but it's like almost 140,000 people. And that all stemmed from me doing this right here by telling every single customer. It is a goal to me to this day that every customer join my team. Okay? Because two things. One, kind of back to that car salesman thing. You know, I said they may come back to you if they remember you, and if they don't have another car salesman they like better 10 years down the road. It's kind of the same thing here. So you have a customer that's coming to you now, but you know, in a few months, will her sister have enrolled somewhere? Will her sister be selling another company and then she's buying from her, or whatever? There's 1,000 different scenarios. When you enroll her here, she's more likely to stay here, even if it's just to buy her own products. And all the little product buyers, y'all, I love them. It adds up. Okay? I have then locked them into, I have made them a, what would you call that? Like a lifetime customer. Now, granted, yeah, a lot going active and never do anything. But the ones that really love the products, they're still buying. And guess what usually happens when they go inactive? They re-enroll with me, you know? So I'm not getting that same commission off of them, but I'm getting it over and over and over and over versus maybe once, maybe twice until their sister enrolls in Younique and then she's going to her, or maybe her sister enrolls in something else and then she's going to her, or she finds something else, okay? So that's the first reason.
Let's go over the discount buyer portion, because she was talking about discount buyers and how she signs people up that way instead of showing that, oh, you know, you should do this with me, and recruiting them into being in her team in another sense, because a discount buyer as opposed to an actual Younique presenter, there's going to be differences. But there is something that is no different for both of those. In order to be a discount buyer, you still have to purchase your starter pack, which is $99. They do say that you get, I think it's a $400 value or something like that in the starter kit. So you do get a bunch of makeup in that starter kit. But then you have to purchase, because I spoke to someone, the person that sent this to me, because they were a Younique presenter back in December of 2019 is when they left. So they were telling me how you do have to stay active, and every 3 months, if you don't purchase $125 worth of products as a discount buyer, you're going to go inactive. And something that I wanted to mention as well, and that's going to cost you, I did the math here, that's going to cost you $500 a year if you decide to stick with it for a year. On top of that, you pay that $99 starter fee. So almost $600 in a year. How much of that product that you're buying at a discount are you using? Are you going through all of it? As someone who doesn't wear makeup all that often, I know there are people out there who they can easily spend $600 with one order. That's not me, so maybe I just can't see it from that aspect, but you can buy better quality and better brands than Younique for the same price, if not less. But I was talking to this ex-Younique presenter, and she went on to tell me that I also was told I could not join any other MLMs for like a year, I believe it was. Not like I would, LOL. I can send you the letter if you want. So she sent me this letter that she got from Younique when she canceled it, and it says in here, as you have decided to terminate your Younique business, we would suggest reviewing section 10.6.2 of the Younique Independent Presenter Agreement. This policy does not allow the use of any social media site through which you have promoted your Younique business as a means of recruiting for another direct selling or network marketing program. That's something to keep in mind when you're signing up for companies like these, that there are other things that are hidden in their terms and their conditions and everything. So I do highly recommend for anyone who joins an MLM company, do your research and read through those terms and conditions, because there might be some things in there that, yes, they are long and everything, but there might be some things in there that are very important to know for the future, or if you want to leave or something like that.
Okay? So that's the first reason. Whenever you're thinking about, well, I don't want to lose my sales. Okay, well, you might lose them anyways. The second thing is, if I had not enrolled my customers, because probably, I really should count one day, but it's probably 90% of my front line that I've enrolled is customers. If I had not enrolled them, there are so many people I could name. Like, was a customer of mine. She's a black status on my team now. I enrolled her. She bought mascara from me. And of course, I was like, you should do this with me. You know, I'm very casual. I'm not a big pushy salesperson or real fancy with my wording or anything. And she ended up joining. Now, granted, I could have kept her as a customer. She was only buying mascara at that time. But let's even take your best customer. Maybe they spend, what, $1,000 a year? So you make, what would that be? Like $250 on them a year? Okay. Team, I probably make, just on her team, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 10,000 a month. I really don't. Nah, they probably aren't 10,000 a month, but a lot. Thousands and thousands of dollars from her team a month. Okay, in a year, that's like a full annual salary. It could be, right? But then there's not just her leg. I mean, I can name so many other legs. Most of my legs, 90% probably, 85, 90, probably on the higher side of 90%, came from customers. Okay, and again, I'm not going to give you a wording, and I don't.
That number of how much she makes off of just one leg in her team, even the $5,000 or $6,000, because she went on to say maybe 10,000 and then she corrected herself, but even $5,000 a month from just one leg, that is a lot of money. And I forgot to mention something before about the discount buyer portion of it. because she talks a lot about how she signs up people as discount buyers and as customers. But because you have to stay active and every 3 months you have to order $125 worth of product from Younique, at the end of the day, to anyone who is a discount buyer or a customer, I would ask you to do the math. And I'm not saying this in a condescending manner or anything like that, but really sit down and look at the products that you're buying. Look at what you're using. Are you going through that product, or are you throwing stuff away? Do you have a lot of products sitting at home in your drawers or something like that that you're not using? And take the product that you do use all the way through in a year and really calculate to see, are you really saving money with being a discount buyer? Or would it be less expensive for you to just order the products outright and not be a discount buyer? And the reason I say this is because as a discount buyer, there is that requirement to purchase a certain amount of product every 3 months to stay active. So that is a fixed rate that this upline knows they will get from you. Unlike if you're just purchasing a few products here and there throughout the year, you'll make the upline more money by being a discount buyer. So that's why they encourage you to become this discount buyer. It has nothing to do with the upline wanting to help you save some kind of money on product. And this is proof that you need to recruit in these MLM companies because you're going to make more money by recruiting. This is proof right here. She just talked about the numbers. That is a huge difference because I highly doubt that she's out there making sales left and right. She's probably more so focused on recruitment rather than sales. Now, that's just my opinion. That's speculation. I'm not saying that that's actually what she's doing. And that's very common in these MLM companies. That is very, very, very common. That's nothing new.
And I don't want to go into whole training on that. I have a video called Duplication Through the Follow-Up. It is, if you've been around long enough, it is when someone is my personally enrolled and they're ready to enroll, that's what I give them, okay? Now, if you have customers, you have people you can enroll. On top of that, with enrolling you guys, I told everyone. Like I told like everyone, my mom, my aunts, you name it. I was like, you should do this with me. You should do this with me. You should do this with me. There's nothing to lose, you guys. Like I always tell people that, and this is a whole nother video, but like when I'm talking to someone about the opportunity, I never, ever, you'll never even hardly see a post on my wall, maybe like once in a blue moon, about the kit being a big value. You won't find it. In 7 years here, I've maybe made 2 or 3 posts like that. Okay, my posts they're just not. And so if I'm talking to someone about joining, I'm not putting it in their head that they're going to be a discount buyer. I'm not, hey, you know what? You get all this stuff for free, basically. Oh my gosh, just do it. No. Instead, I center it around why it worked for me. I'm like, look, I was a full-time working mom when I started this. It's all online. You can do a little or as much as you want to. And at the very worst case, you got tons of free makeup because this value of this kit is like 75% off for like $400 worth of makeup. Okay. So like, I like to close with the kit, but I never lead with the kit and all that either. Like I really, and I'm now going more on a training.
The whole how much money or that there's nothing to lose when it comes to Younique. There is a website called talentedladiesclub.com. Younique unfortunately does not have an income disclosure statement that I'm able to find. Maybe the reps have one in their back office, but it's not available to the public. And they have this, I'll leave this link below, but they have this one post that's titled, How Much Can You Earn with MLM Younique, or with the MLM Younique? We calculate it's probably less than $14 a month. Now, this is just their speculation, what they were able to find, just an approximate. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if that's what it was, if not lower. I would not be shocked at that at all. Going back to the part about the hand-holding and not spending a lot of time with her team and downline, in my opinion, it is your job as an upline to work with your team and make sure they're succeeding because you need your downline. Maybe not necessarily holding their hand every single day, but with these uplines, their high income and rank status depends on their downline and their team. So I'm not saying to be at your downlines every beck and call, but I do think that as a leader, you need to be there to help and you need to be there to set an example. I'm the type of person where I do like it when people tell me, well, here's where you can find it, because I rather look things up myself and figure things out on my own before asking someone to give me the answer. But some of these people are new to network marketing or MLM, multi-level marketing. They're new to this entire industry. They're new to Younique. So if someone's asking you a question, you should be helping them, because a lot of times we see these posts of these MLM reps saying, we're going to mentor you. We're going to train you. There's so much training involved, and we're going to help you, and yada, yada, yada. Most of the time the training is just, it's fluff. It's nothing of substance. There's no tools to success in these trainings. I have yet to come across one that provides some kind of information, but I'm not saying it's not out there, but I'm just saying that I haven't come across one yet. Along with that, she mentioned how she doesn't sell the starter kit, or the $99 starter kit that you get and it's a $400 value. That she doesn't start with that. She starts with her story. Josie from Not the Good Girl just posted a video the other day. Thanks for the shout out. And she said in that video, she said it perfectly, that it's the anti-MLM advocates that go on to tell their stories and spread the information and talk about how it's not your fault. It's the fault of the business model, of the industry, of the psychology that goes on behind, like the indoctrination, for example, that it's not your fault. And it's the anti-MLM advocates, or just people who aren't necessarily anti-MLM, but they're just telling their story. It's those stories that are helping people, because you can show people facts and you could show them numbers all you want, but it's the stories. Same thing when you enter an MLM. The way that I was able to join, or the way that I was recruited, I was sold a story. I was sold a dream. I wasn't sold on, hey, here's the income disclosure statement. I mean, I didn't even know what an income disclosure statement was until I became full-blown anti-MLM and I started learning more about it. But I was sold a story. That's how I was recruited. And that's how we're going to get people out of these MLMs, is if we tell our stories. So that's something that I thought was worth mentioning, but let's get back to it.
I'm now going more on a training mode, so I'm going to stop. But I just want to tell y'all, you have something here, and with Younique, people have nothing to lose. You're not roping people into anything that's going to put them in a hard spot. No one's going to get auto-charged, for stuff or anything. There's literally nothing, and I think to myself, if had not come to me and said, you should do this, and I told her no for months and months went by, because I think she first approached me in July of 2013. And I said, no, I'm not interested. I was like, I'm busy. I worked full time and I had a 2-year-old. I was like, I don't want, And it's so funny. Husband, I'm sure y'all know her, right? Anyways, she and we went to college together, and we actually did beauty control together, you guys. We did spa parties. Y'all, shit, like spa parties, like go to people's house and like give them masks and then hand them rags to wipe it off. Like, for real.
Are they certified or licensed or anything like that? Because this is something that I have spoken about before, and I did talk about this in my collaboration with Just MUA here on YouTube. This was months and months ago. I think it was we're probably going on almost a year now of when we did this collaboration, but she is a licensed esthetician. Her and I were talking about how before I was even part of Mary Kay, my upline, she met me. And the way that, because she said that she was giving out free facials, the free facial was what this rep just said. We met at a Dunkin' Donuts. She took a plastic bowl, filled it up with water, told me to take off my makeup, and that was my free facial. But the thing is that there is so much more that goes into this, which is why we have licensed estheticians and why we have people that are certified in all of this stuff. How do we know that it's all done properly? Is it sanitized properly? Or whatever goes into it. I'm not very well versed in that, so I can't really speak from my expertise or anything. But I would be interested to know if they are licensed or certified, because maybe they are. But that is the problem with a lot of these MLM companies, is that they aren't licensed or certified, and we have a lot of people out there giving out misinformation that unfortunately can be harmful to a lot of people. But let's get back into it.
So like this being an online concept is another thing that's just like mind-blowing. Like, it's online concept, okay? And I know you'll have to understand most direct sales have gone that way. And so we are always competing with every other company too out there because it's all social media now, but it is still such a blessing. And if people are buying products from you anyways, make them a lifetime customer. I'm not saying go lead with the kit, okay? Kind of do what I just did a minute ago, whole video on that too. But at least offer them the opportunity. And hear me out on this, they're gonna say no. They're going to say why they can't do it. They're gonna say, like I did, I'm too busy, I have a kid, blah, 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 blah. That's why Feel, Felt, Found. Also another training in that duplication through the follow-up video. And that video is short and sweet if you've never watched it. But I just Feel, Felt, Found. I Feel, Felt, Found everything in my life, okay? If I want something and I gotta know, I Feel, Felt, Found, okay? So watch Feel, Felt, Found. You'll completely understand. It's basically where you're just like, oh girl, it's no big deal at all. I was working full time, I had a 2-year-old. If it had not been online, 100%, it wouldn't have worked for me. But it's no big deal. If you change your mind, I'm here. I'm your makeup girl if not. I do that to every single customer that tells me no, because they all say no. Very rarely do they say yes. I will say, I was talking about her, pretty sure she was a pretty solid yes. She was like, where do I sign up? But they're not usually like that. It's just not, And even like that was a customer, and that customer was a customer through a buy sell trade group. Y'all, I'm from like the OG days. Y'all don't even know some of the spammy stuff we did. And I, for example, we would stay up real late and we would post in buy sell trade groups. Very spammy like I don't even know what we'd say, just stuff. I don't even know. We just put it all out there. That's kind of my thing too. You just go in. I did things that would make y'all die, okay? But it got me here, okay? So you can't expect to put in the minimal work. Just kind of do it and get big results. Okay, you want big results. You want to make money while you sleep. Then I suggest you go all in.
I'm so sorry for all of the editing Monicas today. I've been a little off my game lately, which is something that I'm going to talk about in the new year, but a lot has been happening behind the scenes, so my thoughts are just a little scrambled at the moment. So I'm stopping it here because this is another kind of problematic thing that we hear within these MLM companies. When you're being recruited, you'll hear that you just work in pockets of time, and I'm so sorry, but whenever I hear that, I think of the Natasha Bedingfield song, I got a pocket full of sunshine. And I do apologize if that song is going to be stuck in your head for the rest of the day. However, you might also hear that this opportunity fits into the nooks and crannies of your day. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but when you're in the MLM, it's not going to be that easy. It's going to take over your life, your free time with your friends and family. Another tactic that might be used is that you can work from anywhere. This is even stated on the Younique website. Ask yourself this question: do you really want to work from anywhere? Do you really want to work while you're on vacation or while you're having dinner with family that came out of town? How about when you're deciding to practice some self-care and your phone is constantly going off because you're being contacted by your team? These are things to think about before you join this beautiful opportunity that is being presented to you, because MLM companies are full of contradictions with how they conduct their business, in my opinion, allegedly.
You need to ask every single person, ask them. Just say, hey, you should do this with me too. That's another thing. Women like to ask versus tell, and that's just a general thing that women do. I think, I don't know, maybe it's my personality. I feel like I've always been more of a little bit of a teller, but I watched the training on that too. Like, that's why I say, you should do this with me. You should do this with me. That's just what I say to everyone. You should do this with me. Y'all, 2 of my best friends are in Younique as product buyers, and I said that to them. You should do this with me. And they're product buyers still to this day. And they don't hardly even post or sell anything. They just sell to their mother-in-law, sell to their mothers, sell to themselves. And, one of mine, she's always going in and out of inactivity. And how I'll send those emails that's generated through the back office about going into suspension. And, so she'll get it. And so she'll screenshot me. And she's like, I feel like you're yelling at me. And it's just a running joke with us because she's not all in. And that's okay. You never want to make people feel like a disappointment to you because they're not all in. And that's a hard lesson I had to learn, okay, because I am so hardcore. So take it from me, don't make people feel crappy for not being all in, okay? It is your job to offer the opportunity. It is their job to do what they want with it, okay? Their success, their failure, all that is really on them, okay? I told someone this other night. I was like, it's not up to your uplines to mentor you. It's not. You're a business owner. Who was on the baller call? Said this, you're a business owner. Wendy didn't mentor me. Are you kidding me? She's my friend, but she was just as new as me. Okay? It was like the blind leading the blind. She didn't mentor me. I didn't need to be mentored. I just found information and I ran with it. I made friends with sideline sisters that were like my OG sideline sisters. Like, they were the two first Black statuses on my team, and finally felt like I was like, okay, let's run together. Like, you know, and I wouldn't even say we mentored each other. It's just, I made my own lane. Okay. And that's what you have to do. So I told someone this last night very nicely, and she said, she may even be on this team. I don't remember. And nothing. Like, I just want to tell the story because I think she got it too. But she was saying that she had reached out to people and was really looking for mentorship. And I was like, look, like, in this business, that's an employee mindset. You don't, if you need a mentor, you need to watch videos. This is mentorship right now. But one person can't mentor thousands of people, not even 10 people, not even hardly 5, or they're a basket case. I've been there. Also, lesson learned, take it from me. I've been that person. I used to mentor way too many people, and it gave me debilitating stress. I feel like I just keep going on all these things that it's like, this is not exactly what I was expecting for the video. But anyways, I'm going to end this because I did want it to be short. And I want y'all to go, and I want you to just build. I want you to build your heart out. I want you to be not afraid of the no, and know that the no isn't no forever. It's no right now. They're going to come around. They always do, okay? Watch the videos I told you about. If Savannah hasn't shared them, watch them. I really think they'll help you. And that's it. Go kill it, okay? Thanks for having me, you guys.
So she said the typical no doesn't mean no, it just means not right now. She worded it a little bit differently, but this is a very common practice in MLM companies. They will consistently hound you on joining their team or trying the product. I still have to this day. I just recently deleted her off of my friends list, but for the past couple of years, I have had the same Younique rep constantly in my inbox every single year on my birthday. I have this really great discount for you. I don't have an issue with her. She's nothing but nice to me, but the only time she talks to me is on my birthday when it's, hey, I have this really great, you can get 20% off or whatever it is that she always says. And it's part of the pitch. It's part of what they do. When it comes to the whole not wanting to mentor or not mentoring her team, because maybe she does want to do it. Some people do want to do it, but she's saying, just don't, we're not here to mentor. The information is everywhere. Go watch videos, yada, yada, yada. So my question to this rep is, what does your job as an upline entail, really? What are you doing? How are you making your money? Because if you're not mentoring people, then what are you really doing? Because she said that she makes money off of her team, off of one leg, $5,000, $6,000. Whereas off of one customer, she might only make $250 off of them in a year. And the $5,000, $6,000 is a month, not a year. So to me, it's just, I would really love to know what she does, because if she's not helping her team, if she's not coaching her team, what does she do in a day? What does she do as an upline? And I'm not trying to say this as being condescending, but it's to show you that she's really making money off of other people who are losing money, or other people who are discount buyers that might be buying more product than they should be, more product that they're going to go through just for a measly discount. Like I said, for those people, do the math and figure out, are you really truly saving money as being a discount buyer? But anyway, I just want to get this video out so that it's the last video of 2020. I know that my energy was kind of low, but there is a lot of stuff going on. I will talk more about that in the new year, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has stuck around from the very beginning of my channel, from the very beginning of 2020, for those of you who may have just stumbled upon this video and are subscribing because of this video. I'm so thankful for each and every single one of you. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys in 2021. And this is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye.